I mean, we're looking forward to playing tomorrow and playing this weekend, and really proud of our kids on Sunday coming out of there with a win. I mean, there's been a lot of teams going there and try to win games this year, and it's not an easy thing winning there on the road. And really proud of our guys on Sunday and looking forward to tomorrow.
A win like that on the road, what does that do for the team, and with
Well,
these young guys?
I mean, you're talking about beating the first place team right now, a team that has a couple first rounders on it, and a team that was playing with a lot of confidence. And for us to go in and beat them when they're playing with a lot of confidence says a lot about what our club can do in the future, and about going forward. I mean, and competing this week and trying to win some games.
Nice to get home for a little stretch here.
It's always nice to be home. I mean, we're really excited about playing tomorrow, and these two conference weekends with the 8 games. I mean, I think it's over 3 weeks, but these two conference series, looking forward to them and trying to advance to the Big 12 tournament.
Does the win Sunday get tempered at all by the fact that it still dropped the series, even when you didn't face one of their top 2 pitchers when he was on the shelf?
Oh, I mean, the thing is, yeah, we obviously were disappointed to not win the series, but Sunday was the game we were dealing with on Sunday, and we won that game. And you tip your hat to Gray. I mean, when he goes out and does what he did, I mean, it's pretty impressive the way he threw the ball. And most people don't know this, but the kid that threw on Friday for him was a kid that won a bunch of games in junior college. Actually was a walk-on there, committed the day after throwing a no-hitter in junior college, as a matter of fact, and to walk on. And he's just one of those kids that grew up in that state, and he's always been good as a starter and changed speeds well. And the disappointing thing on that deal is the first inning. I mean, if you go back to that, we kind of saw how they play when they're behind a little bit, and it'd have been nice to have that lead on Friday and see what happens.
Because you were so instrumental in getting a lot of those guys up there, is it encouraging message to send to fans that this is what this ball club could look like in a couple of years?
I hope so. I mean, I visited with somebody up there. I don't know who it was, but nearly to a man, every guy on that roster over there is a guy that could have been recruited to Texas Tech very easily. And Texas Tech, with the facilities we have and with what we have going on here, definitely those guys would have been intrigued by Texas Tech. And you'd be surprised how many of the guys on that roster were not even recruited by anybody. So, and a couple of them being Gray and Overton. I mean, those guys were not high blue chip guys or anything. They weren't guys that were at a bunch of high school events, and kind of just guys that developed in college. And at the same time, you talk about a Gray. I mean, he was throwing the ball in junior college when he was there, 96 miles an hour. So it was kind of a lucky deal with him. Honestly, that state was loaded for bear with right-handed pitching that year, and that's kind of different story how he ended up there. But I think as far as encouraging for Texas Tech, absolutely. I mean, we're going to beat the bushes and try to find some guys. And like I said, I mean, I think the same type players that they have right now, we can definitely get here, no doubt about it, or even better.